Okay, I'm here with Christine Bingen, who works for Toby ATI, and she's going to demonstrate eye gaze with one of the devices. It's called the P10,
Yep.
Right? Okay,
Yep.
Go ahead.
Alright, so the first thing we want to do is pop up the track status box. And all this is doing is telling me that the cameras and sensors are seeing his eyes. It's not recording anything, it's not giving me any data or anything except that he's in the right area. Okay, so now what we want to do is calibrate, and what he's going to do is watch an object go around the screen. And you can adjust the color, the background, the dot. You can use a different stimulus. Say they want Dora the Explorer, they can have that. You can have a Red Sox baseball.
Cool.
Lots of different stimulus. Yeah. So now, it's a red dot that we have. Look at the View Ready Mates. Go to, let's just go and pick something, I don't care.
So that was words prompt that you selected,
Yep, he went into words pronto,
Okay.
and what this does, it's got word prediction on the side. It's got frequently used words down here. It's got a keyboard. You can also set it up as QWERTY and alphabetic. And then you have phrases. So, and one of the things Bob's doing, he's trying not to activate the screen right now. So glance down, and then glance back up. Look at the pause. Now he's paused. He can look around the screen, not activate stuff while I'm talking. So on this page, okay, go ahead. Now you can pick words. Go ahead and spell your name.
Oops, well, okay.
So yours is clear right there.
Hello.
Oh, okay. And as he's spelling it, his word prediction's popping up. So he can actually come over here and select the word hello, and it'll go up into the window and give him a space.
Right. You're able to do that pretty fast, right?
Yeah. Yep. And you can adjust that dwell time. He's on a little bit over a second.
And I know you were saying that you guys are working on releasing a new eye gaze system, and just wonder if briefly if you could tell me the difference of that new one versus this one.
The new one is an attachment to the new device called the C12, and it's called the C12 with the CI. With the C12, you actually have more room to be able to move in and out of the track status box. Like with Bob right now, a good example is, okay, Bob, turn and look at me. You're looking off the screen. We're having a conversation. You turn back and look at the screen, and it's going to pick you right back up. You don't have to redo a calibration again. Same with the new one. A lot of the features are the same. The C12 is smaller with the CI on it, but the features are a lot the same. But it's just new technology, again, like we were talking about.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Roxanne Butterfield from Slater Software, and she's going to demonstrate Simply Science.
Our Simply Science are ready-to-use, standards-based science materials. There are 8 different titles in the series. Each title has 5 complete teaching chapters. I don't know if you can see this. Each teaching chapter has all of these materials involved. The print-based materials are saved as PDF files, so you just print them out. Of course, Slater Software does picture-assisted reading and writing. So each chapter includes the adapted lesson, that's the content you're teaching. Easy reader books, very simple to read materials that introduce vocabulary and concepts for students who are emergent learners. Projects and experiments, vocabulary cards and definition cards, quizzes. All of those materials are PDF files, you just print them off. Each chapter also includes PixWriter word banks. You do have to have PixWriter sold separately in order to write with PixWriter. If you do not have PixWriter, you can use all the other materials.
Okay. Now, I said that those all can be printed, but can they be accessed on the computer as well?
They're saved as PDF files.
Oh, yeah.
So you can read them in Acrobat Reader, and I believe Acrobat Reader has a reader mode, and you can try that. You can also, if you have Kurzweil or Win, either one of those electronic programs that read PDF files, you can read our PDF programs or files in that.
Okay. Now you're going to demonstrate some materials?
I'm going to show you some of the materials.
Okay.
So this is an example of an easy reader book. Each chapter and each title has easy reader books. They feature usually photographs as well as very simple text. This is one from our Simply Science one of our Earth units. This is a rock. It is big. This is a rock. It is little. This is a rock. It is hard. And so on. So it's the Easy Reader book intent is to introduce vocabulary and concepts to kids that may not be able to comprehend the complete teaching unit.
And I'm sure a special educator would kind of stop every so often and kind of check for comprehension going along with your materials.
The adapted lesson also, you know, the teachers can mix and match the materials. So for example, this is from Simply Science Nervous System. This is the unit on touch. This is the lesson. This is the content that we're teaching. Now you might print out those materials or give the whole thing to some students to read, or you might pull segments out to illustrate the concept. Some teachers, like when you introduce a unit, you have to preload the kids' brains, connect with previous knowledge. So you might read the Easy Reader book, or you might introduce the vocabulary. So the core vocabulary for each chapter is already done. You just print them off.
Right.
There are also definition cards, like glossary, that tells you this is the core vocabulary and this is what the words mean. And they're all done with the picture-assisted reading, so students could read them more independently and learn.
So for example, I don't know if it can be seen, but blood vessel, and it says a narrow tube in your body through which blood flows.
Right.
Perfect.
So it gives a very concrete definition. So the teacher may use the materials in any way that they see fit.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing Simply Science.